right, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Will and Laura will be mostly running the presentation. I'm just going to be the moderator if someone else joins online. So I'll be kind of back here behind the scenes. And if you have a problem hearing, oh, here I am standing in front of the camera. If you have a problem hearing Laura, or if you have a problem hearing them, I'll try to intervene and go from there. So, all right. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and I'll let Laura take the stage.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Laura Cole, and as some of you already know, I work in the distance learning department. I am a remote worker, so most of the time I'm here on the wall. Most of the time people have me on the wall. Anyways, I just wanted to go around the room and have everybody introduce themselves and let me know what has been your experience with VoiceThread, if you have used it before, so I can have an idea of where you are, basically. Okay.
Right, if you want to go ahead and start.
Okay, my name is Joseph Udoegi. I teach art education at 201 Introduction to Visual Arts. This is my first time of VoiceThread, so I know nothing about it.
Okay.
I'm new.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm Henry Maurice. I'm biology, and this is also my first time with VoiceThread.
Okay.
I'm John Donnelly. I'm with mathematics. Also, I'm brand new to VoiceThread.
Okay.
Should I?
Sure.
Hi, I'm the instructional designer here in the distance learning office. So most of the time I help faculty with the online course development or design. But sometimes I also help actually with the VoiceThread help.
We're over here in the corner. I'm Teresa Oning. I'm the academic coordinator for Student Support Services. We're a student support kind of program that's federally funded. And I've done a couple of very simple VoiceThreads, usually importing a PowerPoint presentation and then doing audio over the slides in that. I'd like to be able to do more in monitoring who has actually looked at the VoiceThread, and so I know that we're actually using the tools that we're providing for them and then being able to collect data that way as well.
Perfect.
My name is Ang Chen. I'm a professor of marketing in the College of Business. Just like many of us here, first time to be here.
Perfect. Okay.
And sorry, I'm behind the camera. I'm Larissa Cremines. I'm also an instructional designer here with Yuhan and Laura. I've been with the university since June, so I'm fairly new to VoiceThread, and I'm excited with all these wonderful features with VoiceThread. I will let you know if you want to hang around a little bit afterwards, we can work one-on-one on maybe how VoiceThread works with your content specific area. So if some things seem over your head or you have questions, please feel free to ask anytime in the presentation, but we will be doing more hands-on individual help one-on-one afterwards after the presentation.
With that said, I kind of feel bad I didn't introduce myself now. I'm actually in charge of faculty support with the distance learning office. So anytime you call our office, you'll be talking to me or one of my students. And anytime you need help after this session, or at any point in time, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. We'll be able to get back with you as soon as possible. We do one-on-one trainings, but then we have other events coming up with extra VoiceThread information, which we'll give more information about that at the end.
Perfect, perfect. So I see that a lot of you have not used VoiceThread before, and this training is basically to introduce the new features, but because a lot of you have not used it before, I'm going to play this quick video that gives an overview of what a VoiceThread is, okay? Hopefully, Larissa, let me know if the volume it's good here.
And I'll turn it up here too.
Okay.
There is no volume.
There's no volume?
No.
Okay, so how about I'll send you the link for this
Okay.
and you play it right there. I'll send it to you on the chat here.
Great.
Hold on, let me stop sharing because then I don't know how to do this. Participants, still help.
Oh,
Paste.
chat. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Okay.
Did you know that spoken language has been in use 20 times longer than written language? In fact, humans have been using our voices for so long that we're just naturally sophisticated vocal communicators. And yet the moment we all go online, something kind of astonishing happens. Our voices, they all disappear, and you hear nothing but crickets, and you see nothing but text. What's up with that? Did we leave our best communications tool behind us because text is better? I don't think so. We stopped using our voices to talk to each other because the internet didn't support voices. But that's just not the case anymore. Instead of texting apps, forums, or emailing, you have another option. Just grab some media, upload it, and share it. And then listen as voices are added and a conversation grows naturally over time without anyone scheduling anything. Simply put, VoiceThread will get you back to using the most effective communications tool ever made, which will make your online meetings, presentations, or conversations more effective, but also more personal and basically more human.
Perfect. Okay, so basically to make it really simple, a VoiceThread is a way of having online discussion, although you can use it also for lecture recording if that's something you want to do. But what is so special about it is that students can share their comments with audio, with video, or text, however they feel more comfortable. And at the same time, you as the instructor can upload video, you can add comments, audio comments to your slides. So you can be very creative on how you have your discussion. And I have an example here. I made this a long time ago. It's a VoiceThread about online collaboration. And I have a few slides here. Those are for students who are new to online learning. So basically, you can see here the bubble right there. That is my comment. So if I play it, hopefully, I don't know if it's going to, the sound is going to come up.
This week, we're going to learn about the importance of collaboration.
Can you hear the
I'm going
sound?
to show you some of the tools you can use in an online environment to interact with your class.
So that's me basically doing a lecture. But then here, I uploaded
Hi, this is Guy Raz from the
an NPR podcast for students to listen to. And then on the next slide, I asked them questions. And you can see the students answering to those questions.
One of the ways I feel like that,
and some of them use video, some of them do audio, some of them do, I don't know, text, right? Another thing that you can do, let me look really quick, is also upload video to your voice.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Google account.
So there I'm showing them how to create a Google account.
And then you're going to fill
So
out
I uploaded a video with a
so
tutorial on how to do that.
And Laura, we do have one more person joining us
your
online.
email address.
Okay.
Instead of doing the at gmail.com, you're going to say, I prefer to use my current email.
Okay. So does that give you a good idea of what VoiceThread is? Yes? Okay. So there are two ways of joining accessing VoiceThread. You can go directly to the VoiceThread site, the USI VoiceThread site, which is usi.voicethread.com. And that will take you to the CASC system for you to log in with your USI username and password. And then from here, you can start creating your voice threads. But you can also use it directly from Blackboard, which is what we're going to show you today, okay? So hopefully that gives you a quick idea of what VoiceThread is. And as Larissa mentioned before, you can also stay later on and you can practice on how to create voice threads, right from the beginning, okay? So really quick, well, we'll do that at the end. Okay, so these are the new features that we're going to talk about today. VoiceThread and Blackboard now have an integration feature that will allow you from Blackboard to add a link to a VoiceThread that you created to create assignments that sync with the grade book. That's something that we didn't have before. And some of the assignments that you can do, you can request students to watch a VoiceThread. You can ask students to comment on a VoiceThread. You can ask students to create a VoiceThread presentation. So if some faculty, have some of the assignments where the students are going to present in the class when they do their face-to-face. And some, you can lose that if you go to an online class, but with VoiceThread, you don't lose it anymore. You can have your students to create, their own presentation, which is really nice. Okay, and you also have the ability to do threaded comments. So for instance, when you post a comment, then another person can reply to you specifically. And I'll show you how to do that, how to turn that feature on. The idea is that in a VoiceThread, a person can follow a train of thought, kind of like the way you do in a discussion board. And then another thing that is good, another new features is the private comments. That if as a faculty, sometimes you want to provide feedback, but you don't want the entire class to see the feedback that you gave to that specific student. So that's another feature that VoiceThread has. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to show you how to do this. And at the same time, I'm going to show you how to create a VoiceThread from Blackboard. Okay, so let me see. So I'm going to pretend that I'm an instructor that is going to be teaching a Spanish class, because that's easy for me. And as the first thing that I want to do is to have a student orientation. And usually in the student orientation, to get students started with the class, I want to include a welcome video, kind of like the first day of class, where I tell them, this is what we're going to be doing during the semester. That gives me the opportunity to introduce myself and they can see me. I can go over the syllabus, the calendar, everything. So the way you do this, or the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to Build Content. And then under Mashups, you have what is called VoiceThread here.
And Laura, I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
One of the handouts we gave you is Laura essentially walking through this step-by-step too. So you're more than welcome to take notes, but you don't necessarily need to write down a whole bunch of things, because we do have everything listed right there for you. So I just wanted to make sure you all were aware.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here I'm going to click on VoiceThread. And I'm going to say step 1, because I like to do by step. Watch welcome video. Okay. And here you're going to add a description of that link. So you can say, click here to watch introductory video or something like that. Okay. So something to have in mind here is that you don't want to do line breaks. For instance, you don't want to click enter and do this, because then that's going to break the link. You want to make sure that everything you write, it's on a single paragraph. That is kind of like a glitch that we're trying to fix with VoiceThread, but at the moment we don't have it fixed yet.
So you can still have, if you have like a paragraph description, it can go several lines. You just essentially can't hit enter. Because sometimes whenever you hit enter in that description box on Blackboard, somehow, some way, it just breaks that link.
Right. Okay. So something that you could do, if you have a long description, you can just attach it as a file. Attach the file of your description to to that link that we are creating, okay? For this video, I'm going to enable evaluation because I want to make sure that students watch the VoiceThread. For me, the welcome video is super important, and what I've noticed is that a lot of students don't watch the welcome video, and most of the time you are giving them key information that they need to know before they start working on the class, right? So I'm going to, where it says grading, enable evaluation, I'm going to say yes. Then I'm going to give them, I don't know, 10 points. And here you can add the due date as well. Now scroll down and click submit. So what we did right now is create a link on Blackboard, but this is not syncing with VoiceThread yet. Once you create this link, you're going to click here on the link that you just created. And you're going to have 4 options. So you can make the link that you just created go to the VoiceThread homepage. Remember that page when we went to usi.voicethread.com? It would go to this entire page. You can also make that link go to a course view, which is a group that has all the VoiceThread that you have shared only with your class, with your, with the class that you're teaching. And then you can make the link go to an individual VoiceThread, and I could do that right now, but because I want it to be graded, I'm going to do assignment builder, right? I'm going to click here. Before I keep going, do you understand the difference between these 3 links?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. And it will make sense as you keep practicing and going and doing things here. Okay, so I'm going to click on assignment builder. And you're going to have 3 options. You can have students watch a VoiceThread, you can have students submit a comment, or you can have students create a VoiceThread. So what I'm going to do is to have my students watch that specific VoiceThread, okay? And that's going to be my assignment. So from here, you're going to have a list of all the VoiceThread that you have created. But because some of you have not created one, let's go and create one, okay? Hi, Marybeth.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to click on create new VoiceThread. It's asking you add media. Okay, so then it gives you different options. Here I can, hopefully this will work. Let me see if this works because I'm using the camera right now to talk to you. I don't know if it will work, but let me see if I can record a video. Hello. Okay, it's working. Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to Spanish 102. My name is Laura Cole and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. What we're going to do right now is to go over the syllabus, and I'm going to let you know everything that we're going to be doing this semester. Okay, that wasn't that professional, but it's okay. Okay, it's working. Okay, and I click save, and then it's going to ask me add a title to this VoiceThread. So I'm going to say welcome message. Save, okay? Now from here I can keep adding media. So I'm going to click here, add media, my computer, and let me see if I can find a syllabus that I can, let me see. Well, it's not going to be a syllabus, but I'm going to upload this PowerPoint presentation. I think those are the handouts that we gave you. We'll see. Yeah, so those are the handouts that we gave you. So now, once you add all the media that you want, that could be a Word document, that could be a PDF, that could be a PowerPoint presentation, that could be an Excel file. It could be, you can record a video, you can upload a video, you can upload an audio file. So you have a lot of options of what you can do with VoiceThread here. Once you add your media, you go here to step 2, and look how easy it is. They do step 1, 2, and 3. So it's very, very, very easy. Okay, so now you click on comment. Okay, and the first slide will start playing, but I'm gonna go to the second slide. And here I can add voiceover, right? So what I'm going to do, the way I add voiceover or video over would be to click on comment. And I'm going to do audio, just audio. Click allow. going to say, hello, here you have some of the VoiceThread tutorials that you need to have for this semester. Yes, question there.
Is your page not too small? Is the page I'm seeing now, it looks like I see the...
Yeah, it is very small. Students have the option to zoom in if you have that small of a I don't know, how do you say?
A little plus sign right here that the student can zoom in on a document. Can you go ahead and show that real quick?
I think here.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it possible to put a PowerPoint also here where you put one slide at a time?
Yes, you can do, and it's better to do the PowerPoints because then it's going to be a better view. Yeah, you're correct. And students, you have the option of zooming in, and students also have the opportunity to zoom in if in the case that it's like as small as we have it here. And also, I'm still recording. While you're recording, you can select a pencil here and point out things on the screen while you are recording. So all of that is being recorded, right? So now I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to say, hello, here you have some of the, and what it does is plays whatever you recorded again, and you can select, do I like it? If I like it, I save it. If I don't like it, I just cancel it, okay? I'm going to save it. And then your comment appears here on the left side, right? Okay. And then once you do all your comments, you're going to click here on the X. And then because we're doing an assignment right now, I'm going to click on Create Assignment. And you can add the assignment description right here. So when we created the link, the description that you had was like too short and you want to add more details here, you can do that. Now, before you click on Create Assignment, make sure that the And Share with Class checkbox is selected, because that's how you're going to share your VoiceThread with the entire class. And you can, because this is an assignment, you have the option to allow students to resubmit that assignment if you want to. Okay, going to Create Assignment, and that's it. I'm going to go to Return to Course. So now, let me show you real quick how students are going to see it. So I'm logged in as a student right here. Okay, so I'm going to click here. Okay, it's working. Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome. I'm going to open it in a new window. Okay, it's working. Okay, so here's the good thing about it. I'm a student right here, and I need to watch this presentation. And once I watch it, I can click on Submit the Assignment, right? But some students might want to click Submit without watching the presentation. And it tells you, no, you must watch the entire VoiceThread before submitting, okay? So it's forcing them to watch the entire presentation, which is really nice.
And we've even tried it where if it was a 20 PowerPoint, like skipping through all the PowerPoints and going to the end, nope, you have to sit there and watch every slide
the whole time
before you can officially submit the assignment.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
It's Tamara. Is there any way for us to tell if this actually worked if we don't have the student access like you have here? Because I set this up and I couldn't tell if it actually worked or not. And as it
well, did you check on the Grade Center?
It was in the Grade Center, but the students said they couldn't see it.
They couldn't see the VoiceThread.
They could see the VoiceThread, but there was no place to submit the assignment. And I did choose the Submit Assignment thing, so I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah, we'll have to go over that and see what happened. Did you do that this semester?
Yeah, last week.
Last week, okay. Yeah, we'll have to check. I haven't heard. It's the first time I hear that, so I can ask VoiceThread and see what was going on there.
And we can take, after this, we can take a look here.
Yeah, we can take a look. Yeah. Okay, so really quick, I wanted to, I know, Larissa, can you also post the comments so they can see how it syncs with the Grade Center?
Yep.
And in the meantime, I want to explain really quick what's going on here. So when we created that link on Blackboard with the mashups, you're actually creating a VoiceThread group on VoiceThread. So you're creating a class in the VoiceThread system, right? So whenever students click on that link, they're getting enrolled on VoiceThread on that group as well. And that is important because sometimes as an instructor, I'm going to click here. And you're going to see your students on the left, but if that's not the entire roster, that's because some of your students have not clicked on the link and hence they have not been enrolled in that group. So once they get enrolled in that group, they're going to be able to see, you know, the VoiceThread and everything else. So they just need to click on that link. So if a student comes and say, you know, I don't see the VoiceThread, and it's not the same case as Dr. Hunt's, but if you see that they're not in there, that's because they haven't even clicked on it. So that's just, you know, something to have in mind. So here Larissa watched the entire presentation, and because this is an assignment that they watch it or not, it automatically gives her 100%. So something to have in mind, the way VoiceThread grades, or the way you're going to grade on VoiceThread, is that it's 100% of the point value that you gave. So right now on the Grade Center, on the Blackboard Grade Center, Larissa has at 10 points because she got 100% of those 10 points. So if I put 50 here, then she's gonna get a 5. Does that make sense? Now students don't see this. That is your view as an instructor to grade your students. So students are not gonna get confused of, you know, 100% versus points and all that. That is just you as an instructor are going to grade on VoiceThread. Does that make sense? Yeah.
That's one thing that was kind of hard for us to wrap our minds around.
Yeah.
No, oh, it's worth 10 points. So if you put 10 there, it's only going to show up in the grade book as 10% instead of the total points. And so what's really nice is even if it's an odd number of points, let's say 25 points, and you give them 75%, Blackboard will automatically convert that value for you. And I think that's what Laura's about ready to show you right now.
Right. So we're going to go to Grade Center, Full Grade Center. And here you have 5 points. So I gave her 50% out of those 10 points, so she got a 5. Okay. So something else that you could do, and let me go again to student orientation. And here is that if you see that these students have not submitted their work, you can send them a reminder. So I can remind all the students to submit their work. And this is something you can edit. So don't forget to submit VoiceThread assignment, assignment 2. Like you can be more specific. Don't forget to watch welcome message.
I have a question, Laura. It's Leanne.
Yes.
On that reminder, does it direct them to a link, or does it allow them, do they have to go back and search something, or does the reminder kind of automatically?
It automatically goes to their email. So they get an email with this message, whatever you wrote in here.
You don't have a link to the VoiceThread or anything?
No.
They have to get back into their class.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Laura, you have a screenshot of what that email looks like.
Exactly, I do. This is how it looks. Yeah. So it's not perfect, but it's something.
But it's from the instructor, directly from the instructor to the individual student.
Right. Yes. But it doesn't tell me if, you know, she sent that to me, but it doesn't tell me what class. It doesn't tell me.
Right.
Go back to.
That's why you need to edit this to give them a little bit more information.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to send it right there. Okay. So now, any questions so far? Because I know for the ones who have not used VoiceThread before, this might be a little bit confusing. Yes, I see a yes. But again, the more you do it, the more you're gonna be able to understand it and get used to it.
I'm here for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's do another one. So let's say I'm on week 1 and I want to add an introductory message for my class, just to let them know what they need to do for week 1. I can go here on build content, go to VoiceThread, and say week 1 introduction. And then for this one, I'm not gonna enable evaluation because that's something that is good for them to have, but it won't affect their grade if they don't do anything, right? So here I'm going to click submit. And I want you to see the difference between when you create a link that is graded and one that is not. So here I'm going to click on the link. And you see that the other options is not there anymore because you're not creating an assignment. So from here, you can, again, make that link go to the homepage, the VoiceThread homepage, make that link to go to your class page, or make that link go just to an individual VoiceThread. And in this case, that's what I want to do. Go to an individual VoiceThread. The same thing. From here, you can select from the VoiceThreads that you have created, you can select one. So let me see, introduction to week 1. Or you can create a new VoiceThread like we did before. I selected this one and you can click on share with class. And that's it, so simple. So now as a student, I can go to week 1 and I can see my instructor's VoiceThread presentation. Hello class, this is just a quick overview of what you're going to be doing in La Primera Semana, or the first week. So what you're going to do, so that's it. So now let's create an assignment. Okay, so questions so far? No? Okay, so now let's create an assignment where students need to comment on a VoiceThread. So in this case, I want to enable threaded commenting because I want them to reply to a specific person instead of them just replying all over. I want them to have threaded conversations, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on build content, VoiceThread. So I'm going to say discussion 1. Enable evaluation, yes. Gonna give it 20 points. Then I'm going to click submit. So here I created the link on Blackboard. Now I'm going to link it to VoiceThread. I'm going to click here. I have an assignment, so I'm going to click on Assignment Builder. I want students to submit a comment. And I'm going to select from the VoiceThreads that I created. So I'm going to select on this one, okay? So from here, if this is a VoiceThread that you created before for another class, you can click on Edit, and it gives you the option to actually edit that VoiceThread. You can also make a new copy if that's a VoiceThread that you use for another class and you have like other students' comments, and you don't want to use, other students' comments for your class, right? So you can make a copy and make sure that you include only your comments and not your students' comments. Okay.
So if we teach the same class, just have different sections.
Right.
That way you can use the same VoiceThread that you create. Mm-hmm. And the two classes, the comments from the two classes aren't merging together.
Right.
It's the one class, let's say section A, it's just with this one. And then for the other class, section B, it's just all them together.
Right. So here you can add another description, and also here you have the number of comments that you're going to require students to do. So I'm going to leave it as 1. Well, let's do 2. No, let's leave it at 1. Okay, so by default, moderate comments, it's checked. So make sure that that is not checked, because otherwise, whenever a student posts a comment, you're going to get an email. Basically, that's if you want to approve the comments before students comment on the VoiceThread, if that's something you would like to do. But, you know, just have in mind that you're going to get notified every time they comment on something.
Every time.
Yes.
Laura, if you check the moderate comments,
Mm-hmm.
can you keep those comments hidden? For example, if I wanted the students to comment, but I didn't want them to borrow from anybody else,
Uh-huh.
so I'd want them to stay hidden, but I'd want to be able to see them? Is that?
You'll be able to see them, and whenever you are ready to make them public, then you approve them.
All right, but
that's my
if
understanding.
I don't want to publicize them, then I don't have to, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have the option. Yeah.
And also one thing here I want to mention too, where it says comments required, students can make as many comments as they want. So it doesn't limit them at one.
Right.
It's just they have to submit at least one for them to get graded on it.
Right. Before they click on submit assignment, they must have that number of comments posted. Mm-hmm. And again, you can allow students to resubmit the assignment if they want to. So, but that, you know, that is up to you. So I'm going to click here on create assignment and then return to course. So here, let me go to student view. Oh, really quick, let me show you how you're going to turn on the threaded commenting option. For this, you need to actually go to the VoiceThread site. So you're going to go to usi.voicethread.com. You're going to look for the VoiceThread that you have. Actually, no. Actually, I think we could have edited from there. Okay, never mind. Which one did we do? This one. Okay. Going to click on edit. Then where it says options here, there's a playback setting options, and you're going to click on enable threaded commenting. And then to click save. Okay. So now when I go as a student to work on this assignment, can open a new tab so you can see it better. Actually, no. Yes. Oh, I thought somebody said something. It was Larissa's comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so here you can see that I have, Larissa already posted a comment. So I can reply directly to her and say, I'm going to do a text. Thanks for your input. Okay. Another thing that I can do is I can reply to her privately. Actually, no. Actually, I think we could have edited. Sorry. I can reply to her privately. So where you see that padlock, you just need to click there. And that would be by reply to her that nobody else in the class is going to see but her. So
not even you as the instructor, right, Laura?
I think you as the instructor, you're the only one who can do private commenting as far as I know. Yeah.
No, you're a student here though.
My student? Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind. You know, that's a good question. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Me as the instructor. I think the instructor can see it, but we'll see. Maybe not. No, you're right. Actually, no. Actually, I think we could have edited from there. Okay, I learned something new here. Okay, so yeah, private comments will be private for anybody who posts them. It's just going to be between those two. Okay, so any questions so far?
Can you edit this is Joseph, can you edit your text?
Am I what?
Can you edit the text? Say you write a wrong word or something.
Oh, if I can edit that?
Yes.
Yes. I think what you can do, I believe you can delete them and post them again. I don't know if you can edit them.
From a student, can a student edit their comments, or can you as the instructor edit the comments?
Instructor.
Oh yeah, you can edit the comments here. But if it's text, I don't know if if it's voice, you'll be able to edit. I don't think so. If it's voice or video, I think you have to delete it.
Actually, no. Actually, I think we could have edit.
Larissa, do you mind trying?
Yeah, all I can do is I can delete my comment
Uh-huh.
and I can resubmit a comment.
Right. If it's video or audio, because, I mean, it doesn't have a feature to edit your video, right? But if it's text, you can edit it here. Does that answer your question?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a question over here, Laura.
Yes.
I have two questions.
Yes.
First question is, it is available under the tool menu that we have on the Blackboard. So I can
Right,
go there,
yes.
click on VoiceThread, and then that's begin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One question is, you mentioned about students gotta read all of them or gotta see all those PowerPoint to answer the question. So what does that mean?
So I think there's two different options. So I can either have them just watch the VoiceThread from start to finish, and they don't have the ability to comment.
Oh,
It's just they're watching it. Maybe like if you want them to watch the lecture for that week, but you don't necessarily want to make it a discussion posting. But if it's a discussion posting, like let's say you have a lecture and then you want to insert discussion questions in between, then you want to choose the submit a comment option.
Mm-hmm.
you can watch it or read.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually have to pay attention. They just turn it on.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
You gotta go entire process. So.
Right. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so really quick, I'm going to show you another assignment that they can do, that you can do with your students, and is have them create a voice representation, right? So you can click build content again, the same way all the time. So basically now you can do everything from Blackboard, right?
And your students will be able to do everything from Blackboard.
Right, yeah.
For those of you who have used VoiceThread before, that's a little different.
Yes.
But before, they could have gone other ways of going there, but now all you have to do is create that mashup link, have students click on that link, and it directs them everything right within Blackboard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a build content, VoiceThread. So you can have submit presentation. I'm going to enable evaluation. I'm going to do 30 points. I'm going to click submit. Okay, so here in the link, again, I'm going to click on assignment builder. I want students to create a VoiceThread. And then here you can add the description. Description here. And then here you can select if you want students to resubmit the assignment again. And you click create assignment. Very simple, that's it. That's the link for students to create a VoiceThread. So now if I go as a student, okay. Okay. I have the link here, submit presentation. This is my student view. Okay, so now as a student, I can create a new VoiceThread. Or if I am a student who has used VoiceThread before the old way and I have presentations here and I just want to select one, I can do that. But yeah, okay. So they can create a new VoiceThread or they can select from the ones that they have. And then something that you need to have in mind is that you need to specify to the students if you want their presentation to be shared with the entire class or if it's just going to be something between you and the student, right? In this case, I'm going to click and share with the class. So something that to have in mind, if you're creating an assignment where you want other students to see each other's presentations, then this is the time where you're going to create a course link. for them to have access to the VoiceThread that have been shared with the class. So this will make more sense when I create the link. So here, going to click on build content, then VoiceThread. This is my instructor view. Here you can say watch classmates presentations. Then I'm going to click submit. Click on the link. And here is where you select the course view. That links to all the VoiceThreads that have been shared with your class. So if you want students to watch, another classmate's presentation, they can just select the one that they want, play it, and they can even comment on it. Right. So hope that makes sense.
Laura, are the videos, are the VoiceThread presentations listed on the class site by date of creation?
I do not know. Let's see.
So I'm thinking that if it's going to have all mine on there as well,
yes,
unless they're up there first, the students might have a hard time finding them.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of that. But
yeah, because I just submitted the technology in the classroom one.
So maybe you,
okay.
You ask them to each give it a specific title or something so that
right.
Find.
Yeah, that's a good option.
Or
that's a good suggestion.
Make a link for each individual one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't remember over at who created it. And I guess if you do multiple creative VoiceThread presentations in your class,
1, 2, 3.
Right, then you might have to look at several of them, several students' names.
So I might say, I want that the title should be final presentation and your name. That's it.
Right.
So then from that list, you could just find all.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. And I think also.
But whenever you do the grading feature, though, it will pull up.
Oh, look, you can sort them oldest first here, and by title.
Okay.
And you can also make them in list view, if that's easier for you.
And the instructor has an option there.
Is the instructor who's choosing how they're going to be displayed?
No, I think the student the student. So I am doing this as the instructor, but I don't know if that changes. We'll see. Let's see. So if I do this, list, and go back, let's see if that changes on the student view. So let me. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So it would be a matter of, I don't know, letting them know that they have that option, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So again, every time you do an assignment, it will sync here on the grade center. So if I go to my full grade center, you're going to see that I have the 3 assignments that I created. Now, something important to know is that if I go to my assignments, and I am developing, I still haven't started teaching, and I decided that I don't want this discussion and I'm going to do something else. I'm going to delete it. But what happens is when you go to the full grade center, that column's still there. Oh, this one, sorry. So you need to make sure that you go to the grade center and delete that column.
That's another glitch in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Communicating with Blackboard, but not entirely in this way.
Yep.
Anytime you delete a mashup, you just need to make sure you do that extra step in deleting the column in your grade book.
Mm-hmm. So for the people who have used VoiceThread before the old way, if you use it with this Blackboard VoiceThread integration, you don't need to create that link for students to join a group. That's something that you used to do before. Right now, the group is created automatically when you use this feature on Blackboard. So there's no more, join the VoiceThread link. But something that we recommend is for assignments. Try not to embed, because that's something that we taught before, that we told you to do before. We ask you to embed a VoiceThread on Blackboard. If you're going to do an assignment using the VoiceThread integration feature, don't embed it also, because students might comment on the embedded VoiceThread and that it won't sync on the grade center. So that's something to have in mind. If you wanted to sync all their submissions to sync with the grade center, they need to click on the link, post their comment, and click submit assignment. So if you have it embedded and they do it on the embedded file, on the embedded video, then you won't be able to see if they submitted it.
Essentially, if you're new to VoiceThread, you could have just ignored the last 30 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Right.
Where are you? Right.
Okay. So that's all I have for today. I don't know if you have questions or if you want to see something else. Or if you just want to stay and play with VoiceThread, and we have some staff members that will be able to help you and work with you creating your VoiceThread. So, yeah.
Okay, one last thing. Thank you so much, Laura. Round of applause.
You're welcome.
A lot of work into putting this presentation together. One of the last papers that I gave to you whenever you walked in the door was just a little survey. If you wouldn't mind filling that out real quick before you leave, we'd like to hear some feedback from you. We'd like to offer more kind of workshops like this in the future. So just kind of tell us your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. Be honest. You don't have to put your name on it. So be honest as you want. Okay, I'll give you that one. And feel free to take, we have plenty of table tints. The reason why I ask if you want to take them, there's our contact information on the back, where we're located, our phone number, and our email. We communicate, we can do walk-ins too. Anytime you call, anytime you email, it'll be Ashley, or it'll be one of us, or it'll be one of our student workers here. We're pretty good at getting back with you.
Yeah. Larissa, do you also want to talk about Tech Tool Time?
Oh, yes. And while you're filling out your survey, one of the other papers I gave to you whenever you walked in the door was just kind of a little promotion for our Tech Tool Time, something we're offering here at the Department of Distance Learning. We have certain dates and times for you to come. It's all from 3 to 4 p.m. Just pop in. We're actually going to have Walter and Shannon from Blackboard to come in too, to talk about some features with Blackboard, some interesting things. So we do have...
I still have the wrong dates there. I'm sorry.
So our first one's going to be next Tuesday from 3 to 4. That's whenever Yuhan and Ashley and Walter and Shannon are going to talk about kind of cool, neat tips and tricks for Blackboard. Shannon's going to go over the Blackboard Grader app, where you can actually grade assignments using your voice and using video comment feedback right within Blackboard. So this is separate from VoiceThread. So some pretty cool stuff that's going on with Blackboard. They'll show you some. If you have any questions about the Gradebook Column Center, this is the time to come by and stop by and ask them any questions. Our next session, and we're also offering it later on this semester, April 13th. I think April 13th is a Thursday. So Wednesday or Thursday. The next one we're doing is conferencing tools. So if you have more beginner questions about VoiceThread, again, you can stop by our office anytime, but we're going to have an open lab session in this room Tuesday 3 to 4 on the 17th, the 16th of February. So it's the week after next. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. The 16th of Tuesday. March 16th. No, February 16th.
Oh, yes.
So on February 16th and then on March 16th, we'll talk more about Zoom, which is the feature we're using today with Laura. That's really great for online office hours, online meetings to host with students. That can host up to 25 students. You can schedule through our department and we can get up to 50. Is that right, Ashley? 50 students in your class.
Yeah.
It's also being recorded right now, so that's how we're going to show faculty who couldn't be here. We're going to show them what we went over. So Zoom is a really cool feature. We really like it. We're also going to go over VoiceThread, some other things along those lines. And then for March 24th, towards the end of the semester, starting to think about exam time. We have our exam proctor and creation specialist, we'll call her, Vicki Beerley at our office. If you have any questions about how to put exams on Blackboard or about proctored exams, then again, in this room from 3 to 4 on March 24th, she'll show you, again, some tips and tricks, what you can do to put exams online. And then at the very bottom, that last week, I think that's around finals week, we'll just kind of have an open lab. You get ready for summer, kind of want to gear up for fall. If you have any questions, anything and everything, we'll be here for you. So again, we're here for you anyway, but we just wanted to provide open lab times in conjunction with Blackboard. So that way you can come use these computers, you can bring your own computers. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up in our department.
Well, I'm going to get going, but you guys, if you want to stay and practice VoiceThread, you're more than welcome to. Okay?
Great. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.